Well, hello there. Thank you so much for checking out this episode of Media Champions. I'm your host, Mary Therese Griffin in Atlanta. Today, we are so excited to have on the program Susan Walsh. She joins us from CENTRICIA down in Orlando, Florida. Susan, welcome to the show. Glad to finally have you on.
Thank you, Mary Therese. It's great to be here.
I love what you do because I was scouring your website, learning you even more, and you guys talk specifically about centric geolocation based campaigns. And uh, in a nutshell, let's explain what that is and why it's so important. Because I think you are hitting it right there, especially in a post COVID world.
Absolutely. We specialize in health and clinical research advertising. So we fell into that um, a few years ago in 2018 and found that it's super necessary. And this would apply not only to um, clinical research marketing, but also to um, all marketers, and it has not always been available to research and medical communities, more on the pharma side, but not on the smaller guy side. So it hasn't been affordable to try and reach these diverse populations, which I know applies to everyone these days, not just research, but especially in research, having to get into um, inform possible participants in these unique populations and across all cities. So Centric Geo helps us to target those areas where we have not been able to reach through even social media advertising with research to really hone in on specifics. So, for example, we're all talking about COVID. If there is a specific study related to COVID or long COVID, then we can even geofence not just zip codes and cities and small areas, but specific buildings. So we can get into, for a particular study, geofencing a specific area where someone might be going for COVID treatment.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we're also hungry right now when it comes to information in the health world because of that big COVID thing that just happened. That's still happening. Frankly, we were just talking about that before we came on the air. Can we talk about how the trends are changing, how you see them changing in the next couple of years? Because you're in the thick of this, Susan. You see this day to day with the amount of information coming in. Number one, it's got to be the correct information going out. But how do you see the trends? And you already said that you had issues with social media. So where is this going in the next couple of years? Because just as you and I are talking, it's changing that fast.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we found. And that's how Centric Geo came about was with the social media, um, being able to reach those populations and have more transparency was tough. And with all of the privacy laws, I know you probably hear that on every interview, but that's something, really in the next couple of years, we all have to be watching.
Sure.
And with the social media, sometimes your ads could get discredited by the comments. So what we're seeing is, what I'm seeing is the trends towards in the next couple of years more connected TV and out of house advertising. Just kind of pivot. Kind of the old school marketing like we did. Things are changing every day. 2004, we're all waiting for the final deprecation of the cookie, if that happens.
Right.
But right now, CTV, it's not affected.
You bring up a really good point because we all know cookies they're going away, and the way that you find people is going to change, and that includes relationship building, brand building, holding on to those loyal followers and loyal customers. What advice do you have for a potential client in the health world about going forward, making sure that their brand is solid and that it's reaching the right people, because you're the subject matter expert that they should be hooking up with, if I may say so.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And we think so too. And we do have subject matter experts on our staff that do help, guide us through the International Review Board and that type of, HIPAA advertising ethics. I think with us, we're able to kind of connect the advertising and privacy issues and rules and regulations with the health rules and regulations and make effective ads. Because if you have too many of the restrictions, you cannot have an effective ad, and then you will not, reach the participants in the proper way. So it's a tough challenge with this type of
Oh.
advertising, but you know,
No, it is what it is. I get it, and it's kind of like that across the board. But Susan, what you guys are doing matters, and I thank you so much for taking time to be with us on Media Champions. And do come back anytime you like, because I think what you guys do day to day, constantly changing, constantly updating. You're always going to have some fresh information to share, and I think you're keeping people informed and you're keeping them honest, and that's a good thing.
thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime, Susan. And the rest of you, you are going to want to connect with Susan. We can help you do that. You can find her by finding us here at dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Treese Griffin in Atlanta. We'll see you next time for more Media Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.